Will you be wearing a mask if you're asked to?
What's happening, Pete? I'll tell you what, I'm not going to wear one, and I'm not going to be locked down anymore either. And I think I speak for the majority out there of British people, where I think we forget sometimes that the government actually work for us, not the other way round. Yeah, we are the music makers, we are the dreamers of dreams. If me and 5 or 6 million other people went down to Parliament today, we could go down there and remove every member of Parliament physically and take them outside.
Well, we don't want to do that. We don't want to. We don't
No,
want to
no,
be
yeah,
physically removing
listen.
anybody.
No, but listen, Pete. Don't. What the point I'm making is it's not it's not literal. The point I'm making is they work for us. Yeah.
Yep.
We don't want to be locked down anymore. We don't want any more restrictions. We're going to have to live with this from the very beginning of this situation. The government lockdowns don't work. What they should have done is concentrated on the weak, the vulnerable, and the elderly, people that this is actually going to affect.
So they got it wrong from the start, Daniel, you think?
Well, they should have concentrated on this new, the flu plus one is going to affect vulnerable people, weak people, people with comorbidities. They're the people that are actually, but not our kids. Don't try and jab my kids and put masks on my kids or people like me, because you've got more than under the age of 50. 400 people drown in Britain every year. Much less than that died of COVID-19. Are we going to shut all the swimming pools down and the coast down?
You mentioned your kids, Daniel. It is undeniable that, 1 in 11 kids were off school last week because of COVID symptoms. They were taken out of school because they had COVID symptoms. Yeah. It's undeniable that children can get COVID. Should we not do things to protect them? What alternative would you have?
No, Pete, listen, my daughter has tested positive for having COVID about 4 days ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, don't be sorry, because there's nothing wrong with her. She's got no symptoms whatsoever. Everyone else has had a test in the house, and we're all negative. I can't explain that, but all I know is we can't. The government got it wrong. Lockdowns don't work. All you did was destroy viable business. You've got people dying of other cancer. Look at that girl. People in their 30s and 20s and 40s dying of cancer. How many more lost years have we seen? Over 1 million women not having cervical or breast screening. You know, it's not acceptable. From the very beginning, they should have just said, if you're vulnerable, weak or elderly, you need to follow these guidelines. Everyone else has pretty much got a virtually nil chance of dying. Why have we been locked away? We need to. Well, look at the damage we've done. We put there's over £2 trillion worth of debt on our children's futures. You know, that's without all the other health. It's gone too far now, and the people have had enough. And I can tell you now, I'm not going to adhere to any guidelines. I'm not going to do it. And I'll tell you, the bulk of the population feel like me. I've had enough now. Right? They work for us. The government work for us, not the other way round. You can't keep telling me what I'm going to do, because eventually you'll get revolt. And when people like me that have got their own businesses and are successful people, when I feel like revolting, and when I feel like going, fighting back, you in society, you've got a problem, because people like me shouldn't be doing it. Right?
Sure. Okay.
I've had enough now, Pete, and I think it's time that we fought back, told the authorities how we feel, leave us alone, concentrate on the weak, the vulnerable, and the elderly that are actually affected. Everyone else should be left alone. Leave us alone.
Thank you, Dan.